runs. There you go. Here you go. Welcome to a quick edition of my Junk and Stuff Garage. Just got a new loco and show you a couple of pictures of it in a little video. It is a giant, a really big Hudson from a pre-war kit and, well, I guess, and ready to run manufacturer. It's not Lionel, it's not American Flyer, it's nothing like that. It's one of the pre-war ones, what a lot of guys call door stops. So here you go, have fun. Well, here we have 1938, November 1938 model railroader. Look at that cover. And we're checking out Mi-Scale models Hudson. Why? Well, that's why. Because we got one here. So Mi-Scale started out really as Mi-Loco a couple of years before by Lee B. Green somewhere in Michigan, and the tool company that he used to make his original dies for casting and stuff, I guess, was the Congress Tool and Die Company up in Detroit. And so anyway, the way the story goes is originally the models were sand cast in aluminum, at least the Hudson, and so he wanted to improve on that, and that's where he was working with Congress Tool and Die to create dies for pressure die casting. And so the story goes that he couldn't pay the bill, and so defaulted on the loan, and so Congress Tool and Die kept the dies, and basically to pay themselves back for the money spent on the work, they chose to go into the model train business themselves. And so that's why the name changed from Mi-Loco to Mi-Scale, or Mi-Scale, however you want to say it. And you can see that they had a couple of freight cars, which I don't have any of, and they had some passenger cars also, which I don't have any of, but in due time, hopefully. And these trains, all of their stuff was it was not 1/4 inch scale, it was 17/64 scale, which is slightly larger than 1/4 inch scale. However, 17/64 scale is the correct scale to operate with what we commonly accept as O scale or O gauge tracks, so the 1 1/4 inch spacing between the rails. So like the true 1/4 inch scale guys go in for what's now called Proto 48. It's had a few different names over the last 100 years, I guess. So their track rails are actually narrower than 1 1/4 inch, but so 17/64 would be the correct width for true quarter, or for a normal 1/4 inch, 1 1/4 inch track. So this is a pretty cool loco. Just showed up at my doorstep. The brown truck brought it and dropped it off. Set it out there without breaking it any further than it was already. Had a little damage to it. You can see it's missing the pilot. Some people call it cow catcher, whatever you want to call it. It's actually broken off. We're missing the marker lamps, and you can see we've got some damage on the stack there. It's kind of funny that it's on the back side of the stack. Of course, the bell's also broken. Yeah, I don't know if that was from well, certainly wouldn't have been from a mouse or something gnawing on it. I've seen that before on some other engines, but believe it or not, but I don't think that's what that is. That looks like it kind of looks like it's taken a tumble, and so the stack was bent. This generator stack was also kind of bent, but I've kind of straightened it out. So I guess the gist is I have a few parts to find, and actually I don't think you'll be able to see it, but right up under here, about halfway under the motor where my finger's pointing, the back portion of the frame is actually broken. So I will fix that. This thing is 2 rail. it's insulated for 2-rail, and that's the way it's currently set up. Somebody in the past has put a can motor in it. That's okay. I mean, I kind of wish it still had the original open frame motor, but either way, it'll be all right. Interestingly, this loco was evidently custom painted by Richard Sherry. And I recall that name. Well, obviously it's got a TCA tag on it, so that's probably where I recall hearing the name from. I don't think I've ever met him in the past. I mean, I was in the TCA 30 plus years ago, but during that time frame, but I don't think we ever crossed paths. But I've seen the name probably in TCA directories and maybe in some articles and other stuff, and probably heard some other people talking about him. I think he probably custom painted some stuff as well. So anyway, I mean, it's kind of here or there, but just kind of an interesting factoid. Got a nice little label there that says he custom painted this in 1984. So I mean, you know, I know it's probably, to most people, it's not representative of what a modern high quality job would be, but I'll probably just try and clean it up. Maybe maybe we'll do a few touch-ups or something like that, but I'll probably try and leave that history. That's kind of what a lot of us that like to pick up these old doorstops do, if they're in decent enough condition where you, like this, you try to maintain and preserve that, as opposed to stripping everything down and starting from scratch. Because I mean, there's plenty of other stuff out here that you can start from scratch on. I mean, I got one EP3, and then I found another scratch bunch of parts. So, you know, same thing. I'll maintain all the originality and history of this one, and probably just clean it up and get her running back again. And then if we ever do something with this one, well, then it can be a, you know, more of a modern high quality thing or something like that, however you want to look at it. So anyway, so there you go, a little bit about Mi-Scale, Mi-Loco. I think there's a good friend of mine, Leonard Carey Williams, has another YouTube channel. You can go search his. I'll probably put a link down there, so you can go check that out. He's got a fabulous collection, lots of videos of cool trains and locos actually running. I'm not going to run this one just yet because I got to do a little workage on it there to get her all running, but just was really excited about adding it to the junk pile, I mean the collection. So I mean, and locos like it are why I've been working on my 2-rail track. So I'm kind of excited about that. So there you have it. So we got another new loco coming that's added to the old Parmel and Sturgis New Haven EP3s, the Scalecraft K4s, Walters Baldwin GG1, a couple more K4s. So, you know, got to get stuff going. Lots of work to do. Track to build, locos to get back running. Can't let Carrie have all the fun. So that's what we're up to. So thanks. If you like that, click a like, and please subscribe. Got a few other videos like this, and you know, like lots of different kinds of trains. So there's a lot of content here too if you're interested. Thanks a lot. Have a good one. Well, here we go again. A little quick additional thing here. I got out another piece of junk. This old brass. This is a Scalecraft Hudson from 1934 to about well, I guess the end of the pre-war era. So bronze casting and so forth. And just for fun, didn't have a 763 handy, but nice little 226E Lionel pre-war. Beautiful loco that is, well, obviously it's not a scale loco, but it's, at least in the realm of traditional locos, considered a fairly good sized engine anyway. But when you look and compare the mini-scale, the Mi-Loco family in the middle there, to a Scalecraft, and then to the 226E, you can see that Mi-Loco is giant. I mean, this is the, like I said before, 1764 scale. The Scalecraft is pretty much a 1/4-inch scale locomotive, and then of course traditional scale on the 226E. You could substitute a 763 in here, and it would be the same size, or maybe a little smaller than the Scalecraft, right? So got them boiler front to boiler front, since my front chassis is jacked up. And look at that. I mean, it's not even close. And the widths, the Mi-Loco is quite a bit bigger. Same thing on the tenders. This is the early bronze cast tender for the Scalecraft, and if I roll her back just a little bit, you can see that, yep, she's just a little bit shorter, and that's going to correspond to the difference between a 1/4-inch scale and 17/64. And the same for the width. Where's my little ruler? If you're not bored already. So I'll throw that thing down there. And look at that, almost whatever the heck that is, more than 2.5, 2 5/8. And then here, it's a whole, there we go. Oops, that one is about 2.5, right? So 2.5 to 2 5/8 on the width, and that's going to correspond to your difference in dimension between a 17/64 loco and a 1/4-inch scale loco. So yeah, these things are big. They weigh a good amount, although the bronze castings in this Scalecraft make it weigh, I swear it weighs twice as much as the Mi-Loco does her mini-scale. So anyway, fun. Love these old things. Thank you.